Choo-choo! Welcome to the Grand Central Mets, the newest YouTube channel. We're going to drop a lot of stuff for you this upcoming season and beyond. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you're not missing out. Let's dig in.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
This past offseason, the Mets did some clearing of the house. We're going to take a dive in, though. Talk about Francisco Lindor, as he's one of the few that are still left. Will he be traded, or will he stay with the organization? We're going to start out with 2025 Mets. They faced high expectations, great players, high payroll, and results at the end just were not satisfying for the organization. With that, David Stearns, he had to make some moves. Because the team didn't meet expectations, Stearns put on the brake and did a slow motion collapse. Now Stearns, he didn't want to just get rid of every single contract that was within the organization. He took a look as the team, as a whole, and was like, all right, what's going to work for the current and the future? And what's creating some turmoil within the organization? Though, Mets manager Carlos Mendoza, and as well as Stearns, didn't really want to publicly mention that there was some reported turmoil within the clubhouse. Clear indicators is they didn't really have a leader. Because of that, in the dugout, there was some toxic, disastrous behaviors, especially with teammates. We're talking about reports stemming with Francisco Lindor, having heated arguments with Jeff McNeil, or even Juan Soto. The Mets definitely have a great roster. Soto, and as well as Lindor, are supposed to be the mentors of the group. They are the kings of the clubhouse. The Lindor and Soto situation kind of baffles me. They're supposed to be the leaders of the clubhouse. Not only, they're one of the highest paid and superstars of the team, but the younger generational players that are coming onto this team, whether if it's from acquisitions or from their farm system, look up to these players. So if you have a non-communicative core in your clubhouse, that kind of makes things a little uneasy. And that alone can affect a player's mentality, and which can roll on to their overall performance. Having great chemistry inside the clubhouse is a must. It has been proven that it helps teams accelerate, exceed expectations, and perform at their highest level. David Stearns, though, did a wonderful job at trying to redirect the press headlines. Stearns redirected the media on the 2026 offseason once he made those key trades, in which we'll go over here in just in a moment, due to a failing core, financial flexibility, and addressing much-needed rotation needs. The Mets have already lost first baseman Pete Alonso and as well as Edwin Diaz to free agency. On the trade side of things, the Mets, to shake up their roster, shipped out Brandon Nimmo in November of 2025 to acquire Texas Rangers Marcus Semien to help out with the second base duties. And in December 2025, Jeff McNeil was traded to the Athletics for 17-year-old prospect Jordan Rodriguez. Other impact trades, they've acquired Luis Robert Jr. from the Chicago White Sox, and as well as Freddie Peralta and Tobias Myers of the Milwaukee Brewers to shore up some of their pitching staff. This raises the question, Francisco Lindor, is he going to still be on this team come trade deadline after the season? I have a feeling it's really going to be up to him. Lindor has been with the Mets for several seasons now. And if he is unable to gain any type of relationship with players such as Juan Soto or just the younger generational players that are making it into the clubhouse, there could be a chance that Stearns says, look, it is time to move on. There is no denying that Lindor is arguably a generational talent. In fact, he's only 32 years old, and it seems like to me, he's been in the MLB forever. He started his career back in 2015 and never looked back. According to Baseball Reference, he is supporting a career WAR of a 55.6. He's technically on his road to Cooperstown, and whatever he does from now going forward is only making the case even stronger that he one day belongs in Cooperstown. Why would you not want a player like that on your team? At the end of the day, baseball, it's a job, and you gotta make tough business decisions. Lindor, the 2026 season is solely based on you. Not just on performance, but how well you act inside the clubhouse for other players to look up to you. I guess we won't know the true outcome until the end of the season. Once again, welcome to the Grand Central Mets. This is Jeff, and have a great day.